Well, another day of trees losing their leaves because it's been too hot. As you can see, the street is completely littered with leaves from the heat. Now I've got, hang on a minute. Well, another day of lots of people out. And you notice how hot it is. This is not normal for the Bay Area. We're a coastal city. We don't get this hot. But it got hotter. Yesterday broke all records, going back as far as record keeping started. 3 cities, Vacaville, Danville, and Santa Rosa all broke records. Some as high as 119 degrees Fahrenheit. But that's part of climate change. And so many are saying that there's no such thing as climate change. They're saying, especially the MAGA Republicans, are saying that it's all a hoax, that the temperature readings are a hoax. Oh, you just can't make this shit up, can you? Okay, let's talk about another place in the world. Pollution warnings are in place for more than 100 British beaches after untreated sewage was discharged into the sea after heavy rains. It is to stop the sewage system from being overwhelmed. Well, isn't overwhelmed and letting it go to the ocean kind of the same thing? There is mounting public outrage at their impacts on rivers and the beaches. Much better infrastructure is needed. Now, on this subject, infrastructure is going to be a real problem starting now, is that infrastructure isn't going to be able to handle the amount of rain that's going to come. And this is actual science. The hotter the atmosphere gets, the more moisture the atmosphere will hold, and you'll get heavier rains on the time that it rains. So you're going to need to update all the infrastructure as far as rain goes. Heat waves are the same way. The more CO2 in the atmosphere, the more heat we're going to have in the hot, dry summers. So let's go over to the Antarctic and look at what's going on over there. There's a new study suggesting that the West Antarctic Thwaites Glacier could be triggered to retreat far more quickly in the coming years, faster than scientists previously anticipated. New study. As fossil fuel-driven planetary warming continues to accelerate, if melting continues at the current pace, it could raise global sea levels by 11 feet or 3.35 meters soon, a lot sooner than they thought. Thwaites has retreated at a rate of 2.1 kilometers per year between 2011 and 2019, analysts noted. Scientific concern is that just a small kick to Thwaites could lead to a big response with devastating consequences. Hey, Wall Street, New York City is right at sea level. The highest point of Manhattan is about 15 feet high. So does that mean that they're not going to worry about it? It's not the way sea level rise works. Every time you have a storm, you could get 20 feet above normal sea level rise just in the storm pushing water up. So if you get sea level rise of 11 feet, you're going to end up with quite a mess on your hands, called a whole big city flooded by the ocean, and all the damage that'll cause from seawater getting into infrastructure such as drinking water, electric lines, subways, minibuses. The whole works will all be destroyed by tremendous amounts of seawater coming into the cities. And this is probably not stoppable. This is probably going to happen. And unfortunately, a lot of people are listening to the MAGA Republicans saying that it's all a hoax, when it isn't a hoax. It's real. And people, just because it isn't happening where you live doesn't mean it's not happening. Don't believe the MAGA Republicans and their nonsense about everything having to be a hoax. Their whole agenda is hoax driven. So they're the ones that are causing hoaxes, but they turn it around, of course, and play it the other way. Climate change is real. climate change is happening, and climate change is here now. 119 degrees yesterday here in the Bay Area. That's 10 degrees hotter than it's ever been since record keeping began. I definitely do appreciate your guys' comments on this, your ups and your new subscribers. And until next time.